Hey there, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 217 of our Be a Better You annual challenge. Today we are talking about emotional health and well-being, of course, this entire month. And today's topic is self-love. What the heck is self-love? First thing we need to do is define what self-love is, what it looks like, what it feels like for us. How do we identify? How do we know we're showing ourselves love? And then on a scale of 1 to 10, I challenge you today to rate yourself, 1 being you don't show yourself very much self-love or you're not doing it right now, and 10 being you always show yourself self-love and you always take care of yourself. And I thought a good way to do this would be to just do a list of ways and examples of showing ourselves self-love and not showing ourselves self-love. So I started to jot some things down this morning. For example, negative self-talk is clearly not showing ourselves self-love. Positive self-talk, on the other hand, is showing ourselves self-love. Negative emotions, doubt, worry, fear, anxiety, depression, stress, not eustress. Eustress is good stress. De-stress is bad stress. Stress. Anything that causes us distress or trauma or negative emotions. Frustration, procrastination, anger, hate, even disappointment is an example of a negative emotion that shows that we're not probably being compassionate enough with ourselves and showing ourselves self-love. On the other hand, examples of showing ourselves self-love are self-care. Are we taking care of ourselves? Are we taking a pause when we need a pause? Are we breathing? One of the easiest ways for me to know if I'm stressed out in a situation or not is to just ask myself, how am I breathing right now? If I'm breathing shallowly or rapidly, or I'm not getting enough air and not taking time to take a deep breath, that means I'm stressed out and I've got to just stop, pause, take a deep breath. Being and experiencing positive emotions, showing ourselves and experiencing love, gratitude, self-appreciation, positive self-talk, mindfulness, being present in whatever it is that we're doing. It is so easy to be distracted nowadays. We actually have to consciously pull ourselves back to the present moment and pay attention to what's going on around us. I catch myself doing that all the time. What we pay attention to, what we are attending to, is either showing ourselves self-love or it's not. So again, I said self-care already, and pausing and just reflecting. Spending time in nature is one of my favorite ways. So what does self-love mean to you? Rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. And again, I like to take subjective things like how much self-love do I show and measure it on a regular basis, because then I can tell, am I trending toward more self-love or less self-love? And there's going to be times that we ebb and flow, just like everything else. If we're super duper busy in our life or our career or raising kids, we will probably be showing ourselves less self-care and less self-love at those times. But it doesn't mean we don't still prioritize it and show ourselves self-love. If you're not showing yourself self-love every single day and taking care of yourself emotionally and mentally and spiritually and physically, guess what? You're not showing yourself self-love. You're not taking care of yourself. And if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else. You know, there's a reason they tell you in an airplane, every single flight, put your oxygen mask on first. If you die and pass out, you can't help the people next to you, and you certainly can't help those you love and care about. So you've got to take care of yourself first. It's you know, how many times have we heard, well, if you don't love yourself, nobody else is going to love you either, because you will push them away. If you're rejecting yourself, everybody else will reject you as well, because they sense and they know that you don't love yourself. You'll also attract people that will not treat you right. I know that one from firsthand experience. So first and foremost, what does it mean to you? Rate yourself, because I love rating myself on everything. And thirdly, what does self-care look like? What does it feel like for you? Share a couple of ways that you take care of yourself and show yourself love. I would say every single day. Self-love should be a daily habit, just like affirmations, brushing your teeth. Speaking of affirmations, one of my favorite affirmations is, I unconditionally love myself right now. If I'm having a stressful situation or a tough time, I will just say that in my head. If I want to cancel a negative thought or a negative self-doubt or an example where I'm beating myself up about something, I will just say, I unconditionally love myself right now. Why? Because that stops me in my tracks from that negative train rolling forward. And that's what I want to do. I want to spend more time on positive self-talk and making myself a better human being than the opposite. So I would love to have you share a couple of examples of how, like I'm sharing, I unconditionally love myself right now, because we can only ever affect the present moment. So share a couple of examples of how you show yourself self-love in the comments below. If I can help you in any way on this, hit me up and ask. Otherwise, have an awesome day, and I will, of course, be with you tomorrow as we dive more deeply into emotional health and well-being this entire month and help us to become a better version of ourselves. All right, have a great day. See you tomorrow.